Good morning, church. It's good to be with you today. And today we continue to walk through the book of Job and seek to gain a better understanding of suffering and how to interact with those who are suffering. So Job issued his first complaint, and his friend Eliphaz is the first to respond, a gentle rebuke. But Job considers the rebuke that Eliphaz gave as the waters of the wadis that dry up, and someone goes looking there for relief, but there is no water to be found, only death and sorrow. And what he's saying is that he really wanted his friend to comfort him, and instead he sees Eliphaz only giving him a rebuke, and a false one at that, because Job has not sinned. There was no unrighteousness for which God should be punishing him at this. And so he's saying, just tell me what I did wrong if I did something wrong. And then a little bit later, Job says that very thing to God. He says, if I have sinned, what have I done to you, watcher of humanity? Why have you made me your target so that I have become a burden to you? Why not forgive my sin and pardon my iniquity? For soon I will lie down in the grave. You will eagerly seek me, but I will be gone. He didn't quite understand God's nature here. But we can understand what he's saying, right? God, why not just tell me what the error was so that I can, if there was one, so that I can fix it or make it right? Why do I just sit here in suffering? And what we'll notice if we skip ahead to the end of the book is God never explains himself or the situation to Job. We know that Job was being tested. It's a test. This wasn't a punishment for iniquity. It was a test upon the righteousness of Job. And so to pass the test, what Job has to do is successfully walk through the time of suffering without abandoning his faith in God, without knowing or understanding why this is all going on. And in that, I think we can understand and begin to relate with Job and to say there's times in this life that we don't understand, and God doesn't see fit to give us the why. When the Tower of Siloam falls on the 18 and they come up and ask Jesus why, he doesn't say why. He just says, repent or you too will perish. So often in our life, we want God to explain himself to us. We want God to come and to tell us for it to make sense, It's a joke phrase, but just make it make sense. And God says, follow me. Trust me. That's his response. And so even though we can be tempted like Job to say, God, just show me the reason for all that is going on. Instead, we need to heed Jesus and his calling when he says, just follow me. And like Henry Blackaby says, the only right words that can come out of a Christian's mouth in that situation is, yes, Lord. So let's say yes, Lord, to him. Follow him. Not become so burdened with the why, even though as humans we want it so bad. We just want to understand. We can sacrifice that. We can put that on the cross with Christ. Say, yes, Lord, I will follow.